Since the first hours of the explosion that shook Beirut, Kuwait rises to support Lebanon in its catastrophe in an effort to mitigate the horrors and effects of the explosion that destroyed in the port of Beirut.
Charge d'Affaires Embassy of Lebanon in Kuwait hails the humanitarian role of Kuwait in supporting the Lebanese people. More in the following report.
Immediately after the Beirut port disaster, and as usual in all crises that occur in a number of countries on the world, Kuwait announced the launch of an air bridge to help Lebanon and meet all its humanitarian and medical needs under the directives of the political leadership, the Deputy Emir and the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah ordered the allocation of urgent aid following the explosion, which left many victims in addition to significant materials damage.
Actually, from the first moments of the disaster and under the directives of His Highness, the Deputy Emir and Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah on providing aid and relief materials to the Lebanese people to face consequences of the huge blast that rocked Beirut on October 4th. I would like to express our gratitude to the Kuwait Fund, KFAED, for contributing to the rebuilding of the Lebanon's grain silo as a sign of support for the Lebanese people under these difficult circumstances. Actually, in terms of grain silos, that was the only major one, storing 85% of its cereals. The blast appeared to have significantly damaged Lebanon's national wheat silos, which is likely to impact the country's precarious food security.
On the morning of the following day of the accident, charitable societies held a joint meeting to discuss ways of assistance. During it, it was agreed that each charitable society would launch an electronic donation campaign, provided that each charitable society would provide the quick support from the available balance to start sending immediate aid. In the same context, the Kuwait Ports authorities support Beirut Port in its affliction.
It is worth noting many Kuwaiti initiatives at the official and popular levels, including the Kuwaiti Red Crescent initiatives, which shown willingness and to send and kind assistance to Lebanon, including medicine, medical supplies, and food, as well as the initiative of the Kuwait Ports Authority, KPA, is ready to provide assistance to rebuild the Lebanese capital's port and reoperate the rest of Lebanon's ports. This is the truest expression of the strength, durability, and depth of the bilateral relations between Lebanon and Kuwait. It expresses the stressing Kuwait's solidarity with Lebanon and its backing to every effort that contributes to mitigating the impact of this humanitarian disaster. On this occasion, I want to express my best wishes and praying to Allah the Almighty to bless His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah with a speedy recovery and full well-being and his safe return him to the homeland in the near future.
As usual, the country of humanity has not been late in extending a hand of relief and assistance to Lebanon. That is what Kuwait has been doing with various countries and peoples. So how about the land of cedars with a long history with its close relationship with its sister? Hadi Al Fahad to Kuwait English News.